Hey, this is Justin Chamness. This is the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. This is our Shut Up Money Saturday morning live show that we do every single week. We rarely, I think I missed one last year, I think. We do this every single week, guys. A little bit different format from week to week. Sometimes we have guests. Today, we have something really, really special. It's been requested and we've done this a few times, and it's always been a lot of fun, and it's always a great learning experience to watch somebody else, uh, you know, do what we're about to do today. So, I don't know if you guys saw the picture. I created this just because I thought it was pretty cool. I'm always talking about Over the Top, the movie, where he flips his cap around, he flips the switch, and he turns himself on, so to speak. That sounded kind of fishy, didn't it? But yeah, he mentally turns himself on. That even sounds kind of funny. Anyway, he flips the switch, okay? And he goes from being this normal trucker guy to being this superhuman arm wrestler, which I think they ought to redo this movie nowadays and maybe use a different actor because Sylvester Stallone's getting kind of old. But what they ought to do is create this movie again today with a instead of arm wrestling, it'll be that slapping competition stuff. Have you guys seen the slapping competition? All right. Well, it's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, Alusa has. Okay, great. Yeah, it's pretty funny. You should look at it on YouTube, guys. The slapping competitions where they slap each other. Like I'll slap you, and then you slap me, and we'll see who can, who can last the longest. It's like you got to be crazy. Okay. Anyway, but that would be a cool movie. Just an idea. If anybody in Hollywood is watching us right now, slap competition movie, just like Over the Top. Guy turns the hat, the whole 9 yards. Okay. I talk about that a lot, guys, because I do have to kind of flip a switch before I get on the phone and make calls. That's what we're doing today, by the way. I call your seller leads. So hopefully you guys brought a few leads. I want to be able to make some calls and demonstrate exactly what it is that I do. Okay. You guys have probably heard me do it before, probably seen me teach about it. I talk about it all the time in the group coaching and one on one stuff too. We role play, but it's kind of fun to see the old coach, you know, pick up the bat and swing a little bit and see what happens. Now, with that being said, guys, I feel like a pro at this, but at the same time, there are certain things out of my control. We might get some wrong numbers today. We might get some, what is it, voicemails, you know, and so we might get a lot of different. We might get an FU. Hopefully not. We might get all kinds of responses. Who knows? Hopefully we'll get a yes. And the same rules apply for me that apply for you. And I teach that is that it's kind of a bit of a numbers game. So you can have great skills, but that doesn't mean you're going to close everyone you call, right? And you're probably going to see that today. It's just the nature of things. Now, hopefully, today, when I'm calling some of your leads, I'll snag a good one. Okay, that'd be fun. Thank you guys for being here. If you're watching out in the world and you want to be a part of this, why don't you visit us right now at www.zoomjustin.com? Okay, and we will welcome you with open arms into the Zoom room here for live Q&A and sharing in this process of calling some leads. So if you're in the Zoom room right now, why don't you go ahead and start putting some leads in the Zoom chat only, please. Do not put leads that you want me to call in the Facebook or YouTube chat. Please do not put it there. I'm not trying to put these leads on blast. Okay. I don't want, trolls or anybody like that. And believe me, guys, I do have a hater or two out there. I don't know who they are, but I do have a couple. So don't put these leads on blast out there. Put them in the Zoom room only. Okay. And you could do just the phone number. Excuse me. If you really, really, really want to test me, okay, I can call just straight phone numbers with no information. Okay. Or if you want to be a little easier on me, give me the address so I know at least what city and state I'm calling into. Okay. That might be helpful because most of the time on these leads, and I'm thinking, my thought is that these leads are probably coming from the scraper, the Zillow scraper, or the Craigslist scraper, but they might have come from some other place. Somebody just dropped like 1,000 of them. Who is this? This is Mitch. How many you got in there, Mitch? Let me look at this. That's a whole handful. I'm trying to make sense out of it too. It's a little scrambled looking. Okay, sometimes a couple phone numbers. Are these just skip trace numbers?
These are all skip traced and they're litigator searched in 2 different websites.
Okay.
And cool. These are, just so you know, and I'm sorry, I've never done this before, so I don't know how to put them in there. These are people in San Diego who have at least a federal or other tax lien. They had their property on the MLS for at least 60 days and then took it off. So these are pre-foreclosure people.
Okay. All right. But they have not been contacted in any format up to this point, correct?
Not from me. I just got them last night. Okay. I am sure 50,000 other people here in San Diego may have called them, but maybe not.
Okay. So these are what I would qualify as a cold call. Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I will do cold calls. Okay. And I will call a few of these today, at least a couple, for you just to demonstrate, but I don't want to call a whole lot of cold calls on this particular session because we're live streaming, and with cold calls, a lot of times you will get a lot of bad numbers and it would take up a lot of time. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to get to some conversations, and cold calling will be a something that I may not get to a conversation for the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, maybe 10. Okay. And that's just the nature of cold calling. And if you know that going in, it's not a problem to do cold calling, but just for the show purposes, it might be tough for people to sit and watch me just no success for. Okay. Finally, I got some. Okay. Not trying to put you off though, Mitch. I will do a couple of these cold calls today. But I do also want to get some leads where you guys have actually contacted this person through a text blast or what have you. Okay. And I do see some of those popping in here too. So let's call some of these as well. Let's take a look at what we got. We've got Aiden has put in one, open to discussion is what they said. Okay. Condo in Denver. That's the one we tried the other day. Okay. You and I. And on the VIP session. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to beat that to death, Mitch. Zillow scraper for sell by owner, Cutler Bay, Florida. Okay, and Chicago, Illinois is a different one. Man, you guys are great. Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you a few questions here before we get too deep into a lead, because I want to be able to refer this off to you. Okay. I don't want to take your leads and steal your deal if it works out good. Okay. That would leave kind of a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah. I had him call one of my leads and it was great. And then he took all the money. I'm guessing this is Southwest 16th Street. Could be Northwest 16th Street. Cutler.
Yes, I'm
Bay.
sorry, it's Southwest.
Okay, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, what county is that in? Do you know? Any
Dade County.
Okay, great. All right. Perfect. That's all I need to know. Let me get the phone out here, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right.
Justin, just so I was clear, I have spoken to that person yet, that seller yet. That's the
Okay.
Zillow scrape, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, got you. So this is what I would call a
Okay.
lead. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they did send a reply back to you, correct?
No,
I'm sorry,
this
say
is
that
from the
again.
list. This is, I haven't text blasted yet. This is actually one of the numbers from my list that I do have for sell by owner. I haven't text blast or anything yet.
Oh, okay. So this is a cold call too.
A cold call, yeah.
All right,
That was
guys.
just the first
Does
one that
anybody
popped up.
does anybody
Yeah,
have
Justin, I got one.
leads? Does
I just
anybody
sent
have
you one,
leads
Justin.
they've texted? Like I'm
Yes.
wanting to call the yeses and the maybes, guys.
Yes.
Like I'm not trying to cold call for an hour.
I got
Okay,
you.
because you will be bored as shit if you watch me cold call for 1 hour. All right. It works. I recommend you do it, but we'll have more fun if I'm talking to somebody. Okay. So all right, you got one, Mitch. I'm not trying to put anybody down here either, guys. I love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing this stuff. But I really want to demo it for you. So my concern is the cold calling will be, you get a lot of disconnected numbers. You get a lot of answer machines, wrong numbers. That's the nature of calling skip trace lists. But there are gold nuggets in there too. Okay. But it may take me 30, 45, and maybe an hour, maybe even a couple hours to find a gold nugget in there. All right. All right. So if I'm calling leads, it's a little bit quicker for me. All right, guys. Mitch, I beat it to death again, man. I'm sorry. Let's go. What do you got, man? You put it in the chat, or you want me to just, put it in the chat. Okay.
Can you hear me, Justin?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I just sent you one. My virtual assistant called her during the week. She's a burned out landlord, basically, in Las Vegas. She's an absentee owner. And she said, yeah, I'm open. Why don't you give me a call on Saturday? The VA's name is Alex. So when you call her, say, hey, my guy Alex called you and you asked us to give you a call. I'm pulling up her property in PropStream right now so I can get it for you, get some information.
Okay, I got the address here. And
you can probably do it faster than I can.
That's good enough, man. I just need the address and I'll dial the phone right now. Thanks, guys.
There's $250,000 of equity. It's a $430,000 ARV.
$430,000 ARV.
According to PropStream, just a quickie.
Okay, great. Y'all hear that okay? Y'all hear that ringing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, you reached Teresa Desjardins, area director for Del Taco in Las Vegas. Please leave me a name and number and the time you call, and I get back to you.
Okay, so because I don't have your phone number, Mitch, I'm not going to leave a message. Normally, I'll leave a message, guys. Now, there's a lot of theories on this. What kind of message should you leave? I've heard all kinds of stories. I've heard them say, hey, this is a real estate investor, and I've got some bad news for you. I need you to call me right now. And, I don't like that kind of stuff, guys. I just leave a normal message. Hey, this is Justin. I was wanting to call you and talk to you about a house that I saw that I think you own. I might be interested in making an offer to buy it if you would be interested in talking about that. Now, in this case, it's a warmer lead, so you would leave just a normal message because she's already been talked to and said, call me and all this. So, but leave messages, guys. If you're not, you will get calls back. Okay. Even on the cold calls. Okay. The cold calls that I'm complaining about doing.
You can leave her a message with your number. That's fine. Just say me and my partner Mitch, and we'll go from there. I trust
Yeah.
her.
No, I understand that, and it's not a matter of trust. I would just rather leave your number there so she can call you instead of me working this lead for the next week. Okay.
Got it.
All right, because I have my own team, I have my own leads, and I want to help you guys. So mostly I want to demonstrate this. So let's go to a different lead, guys. Who's next? Who's next? Who's up? Somebody scream. Aiden is a maybe. Yeah. Okay, Aiden, I'm calling your maybe right now. This one here, I don't know. It says Denver. Okay, that's all I know. And 11th. Okay, I know that. Okay, good. I got it dialed in right. Okay. I don't know a name. I don't know anything, guys. Okay, other than
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Justin. It's a Google number. Huh. Must be an investor.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the...
Okay, guys. Send me another one. Let's just keep doing it. I want to explain to you too what my rhythm is like. This is what it looks like when I'm really doing this. Okay. I'm sitting here in a hoodie. I got water. I got my phone, my laptop. I've got a little clipboard. It's ugly. Okay. And a pen and some paper because I need to take notes and, remember things. And so, it's real relaxed environment. I'm just sitting in a big brown easy chair. I've got a little music on in the background real low and some ambient lighting going. I may even have a little snack over here. I even got the remote controls over here just in case I want to switch the music. Okay, I'll make a call and then I'll take a break for a few minutes. Okay, if I'm successful and I connect with someone, I'll take a break. I'll go eat a bag of chips. I'll gain some weight. Okay, and then I'll come back and I'll sit down and I'll make another call. Okay, that's how I do it. Now you might be different and want to sit down and bang, 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 bang for 2 solid hours. Okay, whatever. It's all good. Okay. Yeah, Kenny, I'll definitely, I'll leave a voicemail on the next one, guys. How's that? Y'all want to see a demo of a voicemail? That's fine. Let's do that. Okay, who's got a lead for me to call? Anybody put one in the chat? I know some are already in here.
Yep, just sent you one.
Okay. This is Decatur. Okay, gotcha.
Boulevard. It's the guy's got, he had a whole bunch of land, and he's selling 2 lots. He talked to our VA, Alex, who said, yeah, give me a call and we'll talk.
Okay, and this is raw land?
Raw land in Vegas that you can develop.
Ooh, wow, this might be up Bucky Beeman's alley.
Okay.
And Bucky Beeman is on the call here, I think, with us still. He jumped on here earlier.
I'm here.
Hey, Bucky, what's going on, man? Good to see you, dude.
You too.
Is everything good with you and yours up there in Minnesota? Everybody healthy?
So far, so good. Yes, everything's on lockdown, but
dude, that's great. You want to come back next week and join the podcast for a little bit?
That would be great. I appreciate the opportunity.
Dude, that'd be awesome. We'd love to have you. And I would just totally blow off today and just tear into it with you, but I've been promising these people I was going to do this. Okay. So
keep it going.
All right. Hey man, I appreciate you being here, dude. If anybody that doesn't know, Bucky Beeman is he's a commercial real estate investing czar. Okay. He's a mogul. He's out of Minnesota, super smart guy. And we're going to have him on the show next week. Looks like. So we're going to dive into doing commercial right? Commercial stuff. Is that what you want to talk about, Bucky?
Absolutely. And then continue the conversation on contract for deeds.
Heck yeah. Okay, good. So a little bit of owner financing next week too. Don't miss that. Man, that worked out great, Bucky. Thank you. All right. Here's a warm lead. I'm calling it right now. All right. I'm dialing. This is going into Las Vegas, guys. Okay. Phone is dialing.
Hello.
Hello. This is Justin.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. This is Justin. Is this David?
No, you got the wrong number. Sorry, sir. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Well,
Hey,
I could have swore I dialed it right, man.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
I got a couple of Craigslist leads here that I'm not sure if they're warm leads or not. I texted them, and what they said were, "Thanks for your interest in my property. I own this house. It's ready to move in. Please drive by, take a look, or email me for more lease information." So I don't know. Would you consider that a warm lead?
Yeah. That's a warm one. What do you say again? Email me?
Yeah. Some say
Yeah.
email me for more information on the property, and somebody said, "Thanks for your interest. I own it. It's available, ready for rent and move in." That's all they said. I mean, I asked them about I told them I was an
Yeah.
investor and everything, and
Okay.
like to buy it full
Okay.
price.
Throw
lease
it in the
first.
throw it in the chat. I want to call it, but first
Okay.
something's eating at me, man. That dude just fucking lied to me, man. All right, because I know that was the guy, right? Because I dialed that number right. So hold on, I'm calling this dude back because he's screwing up and he don't even know it. And I'm gonna tell him. I bet he lets me go to voicemail now, though. Maybe he was in the middle of some afternoon delight. I don't know.
Hello.
Hey, David, this is Justin. Alex, my guy called you, and you said that we could call you and talk about land.
Who is this?
This is Justin. Alex, my buddy, he called you, and you said we could talk about some land you have for sale.
You're cutting out. Sorry. Hello.
Yep. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You were cutting out. What you were saying? Sorry.
You've got some land for sale?
Where? What part of where?
Decatur Boulevard,
And
Vegas.
I have a lot of properties.
Okay.
And where?
It's 7491 South Decatur Boulevard, Las Vegas.
It's sold. It's on in the next one.
Oh, okay. You got any others that you're wanting to sell?
No, I have the one next door, and I explained to the person that you got the number from. It's
Yeah.
$1.7 million for 2.5 acres.
Okay, all right. Raw land, 1.7 for 2.5 acres.
Yeah, 2.5 acre. It's BDRP zoning. It's 1.7. That's what I sold the one next door to.
Okay,
I sold 2 of them already, so it's one closed and one is closing in June.
okay, all right. I appreciate your time, David. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So why didn't he just tell me that the first time? I don't know, but I should have pushed him, I guess, the first time I called, just to be honest. If I was going to critique myself, the second time I called, I'm not really a land guy. Okay. So I don't really know much about that or even have interest in doing it. I'm kind of a single family residence guy, small multifamily. And besides that, he didn't have any houses, he said. So he does have that land though. You might connect with Bucky. He might know what to do more with that land. Bucky Beeman on the call here, Mitch.
Yes.
But you at least know what the price is now and how much it is, and he sold 4 of them already. Okay, so it might be a pretty good deal. I just don't know much about land, to be
He
frank.
has lots of other properties. He said he's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he said he does, but he wasn't interested in selling it. But you might be able to crack that, in some time. Maybe follow up with him Because people with a lot of houses eventually sell a lot of
Right.
houses. So, I don't know when. Maybe he doesn't even know when, but there's a good possibility that's coming. Aiden, your time, man. I'm sorry that I had to go correct that, but wasn't going to let that guy do that to me. Man, that made me feel like crap because I knew that was the guy. Nah, you got the wrong number. Oh, okay, bye. Click. Like, see, I'm not like flawless either, guys. All right, so
Yeah, that's annoying when that happens.
is this the one, the maybe Odessa Street, Mr. John?
Yeah, I sent you actually a couple. I sent you one, the open to discussion one. I'm not sure. Did you call that one already?
I tried to call that one the other day with you on the VIP in the VIP room, but I will try it again right now, man. I'm trying to scroll up to find it in the chat. You guys are so active with me today. There's like a lot of chat. So can you repost it in? Oh no, I found it. Okay, now I'm dialing into to Denver here, guys. Let's see here. This looks like a condo, it says.
Yes.
This guy didn't pick up the other day. And that's the nature of calling too, guys. I mean, it really is. You're going to find times where, heck, I didn't hardly get a hold of anybody. Well, there is a big pandemic going on, and
I called a bunch that didn't answer too. So
can y'all hear this?
Yeah.
What's your phone number, Aiden? Put it in the chat. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 30384799304 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. Hey, this is Aiden, and I am calling because I had texted you originally. I'm interested in buying something pretty quickly, and I think you've got a condo that you might be willing to sell. Please give me a call. My phone number is 916-572. Thank you. We'll talk soon. Have a great day. That's the voicemail I leave. Okay. Now, some people are like, well, that's just like a normal voicemail. Yeah. I leave a normal voicemail. I don't try to trick people into calling me back or whatever. That's just I don't feel right doing that, guys. If they don't want to talk to me, believe me, I don't really want to talk to them. So,
yeah,
that's how I leave a voicemail.
Got it.
All right. I tried to mute the mic for the last 4 digits of your phone number, Aiden, so my trolls don't stop.
That's crazy that you got trolls. I can't believe people got no life like that.
Yeah. Well, people are people. It's funny. Yeah.
What do they? Why do you think they do that? What's the point?
My wife says it's because they're jealous, but I don't really know. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like they're jealous of what? My beautiful looks. I mean, look at me. I look like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. All right. Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's because I'm hot. All right. What am I calling into here? Evergreen Summit Avenue.
Yeah, we called this guy, and he's got a rental property. He's possibly a burned out landlord. We comped it. It's worth about $330 to $350. He said, "Yeah, I'll sell it if you give me $550."
Okay. Well, that sounds like a crazy man, doesn't it?
Just for fun.
Let me call this guy just for fun, guys. All right. Maybe he's crazy enough to pick up on a Saturday. Let me give you another clue here too, guys. It helps when you're getting leads, and partly why we're hitting a lot of, we're not even having great conversations yet. Okay.
is because when you create the lead, it's important to kind of follow up with that lead pretty quickly if you can. Now, there's no expiration date on it. You can call them a week later and it's probably still good, but there's a little bit of momentum that you'll build with them somehow in some way by just talking to them pretty quickly. And also it helps if you have the area code. And I don't have the area code because I'm calling all around today, wherever you guys are leading me. So I'm just dialing from my cell phone, and some people may not pick up for me because they see it's an 816 area code. It would help if I was initiating the call from a text from their zip code and then letting them know that I switched phones. Okay, so I'll text them back. I'll send out a text from theirs using a phone with their area code. And then once they text back a yes or a maybe or a which property or anything that's not negatory, then I'll text them from the automated REI using the make a conversation button. Okay. So they still get texted from the same number and the same area code. Right after a message or two, I will typically let them know I'm switching phones to my office phone. I'll be texting you from an 816 number. Sorry for any inconvenience. Hey, this is Justin. Okay, that's how I'll do it. All right, so that's also helpful. We're not getting the benefit of any of that here today, but that's okay. Well, hopefully we'll have a great conversation with this guy. He sounds crazy. It's worth 330. He wants what, 550 you said?
That's what he said, yeah.
Okay, I'm dialing it right now. Anton.
You have reached the voicemail box of 41530507717.
Hey guys.
Got a bunch of flakes today.
I just hung up, but you know what I just noticed? And is I just got a voicemail. And that's very rare for me to, because I don't use this phone for anything other than just personal stuff usually. So for me to get a voicemail means that one of them dudes that I just called is calling back. I don't know which one though. I'd have to figure out how to call voicemail. So but yeah, I don't know. That may be a good sign. It may not be. I could try to see who it is. Let me see here if I can. Let me just y'all care if I call voicemail, see if I can figure out who it was. Watch it say I have 18,000. It might say I have 1,800 voicemails, and if that's the case, then okay. I only have 3 I haven't listened to. Okay. Yeah. Whoever it was didn't leave a message. So it was like one of them deals where it was like a blank message, you know, like it said there was a message there, but there was no message because they hung up. So let me see if I can look at the contacts or the recent calls. Yeah, it was dude, how in the world was it the guy that I was calling when I was calling the guy? That's what it looks like. It looks like it was the number I just dialed. The guy in Las Vegas.
That's weird.
Evergreen Summit in Las Vegas. Let me try this guy again, man. That's weird. That's weird.
You have reached the voicemail box of 4.
See, it's like he called me when I called him. I don't know how he would do that though. And now it goes right to voicemail. So I don't know.
Call that one back though, because he seems interested if he dialed back. Right? I didn't leave a voicemail though, did I? So he wouldn't know why I was calling. So maybe he's just trying to figure out why I was calling. But anyway, at least we know he's a real person. All right. What's the next one? We got another one. We got 6 new messages here. Guys, I've been thinking about something here too. I don't know how to structure it. Maybe somebody in the VIP room can come up with a good idea. Okay. And this is kind of a VIP session pretty much anyway, because it's just mostly us. People are watching, but it's us in the Zoom room here. I'd like to do 1 day a week, maybe at least for a little bit. If it works out great, maybe we'll make it a permanent thing where 1 day a week we do this and we work together on actually phoning. Maybe not always just me, but together. I think that'd be great. I'm not sure exactly the structure. Anybody got ideas? Put it in the VIP chat and we'll try to work that up, because it's important for you guys to learn this. This to me is the skill that pays the bills. All right. Now I know I haven't impressed you in the last 40 minutes because there's just not been any real connections made this morning. And that does happen in the real world. If I'm having a morning like this, okay, and you're not watching me, you know what I've done by now? Okay, about now usually is when I call it quits. Okay, I have dialed the phone a half a dozen times, 6, 8, 10 times, let's say. I have not connected. I feel like my energy level is going down a little, okay, because I'm not getting any momentum. I'm not connecting. So I'm going to go eat a bag of chips, okay, and drink a pop, gain some weight, okay, whatever. All right. Because I didn't start my own business to work like a slave or something. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to enjoy my day. That's what I would normally do too. I'd take a little break is what I'm saying. I call it quits for a few minutes, maybe take an hour, even maybe a half hour, maybe go for a walk, go check the mail. Okay. Maybe your anxiety and stuff doesn't allow you to work like that. And you want to make them all in one sitting. That's okay too. All right. But just so you understand. Yeah. Who's putting this in here? Let's see. We got maybe text him. Yeah. Right. Not sure what we're talking about there. Okay. A loose. I'm going to call this one a loose. Hold on. We got a loose as the lead. This is Miami.
Yes, it's Miami, Florida. Maybe.
I didn't call this one yet, did I?
No. Actually,
Okay.
Vanessa's name. Remember, she does the calls. She makes the calls, I mean.
Okay, so
The
so
text
this
is in Vanessa.
okay, she said Vanessa. Okay, great. I'm with you on that now. Okay. I'm dialing.
Hello.
Hello, this is Justin. My partner Vanessa had texted you, I think, about a property in Miami area there for sale. Are you guys trying to sell something there?
Well, not really, but she talked about some person interested in leasing.
Oh yeah.
Are you a realtor?
I'm sorry, say that again, sir.
Are you a realtor?
No, I'm not a realtor. No, not a real estate agent. I'm just a real estate investor, and I'm looking to buy a house. And this one was kind of interesting to us, and so I just wanted to talk to you and ask you a few questions. Let you ask me a few questions and see if maybe it's a good fit. And if it's not, it's okay if you fire me. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
What's the exact address? I want to make sure I got it right, man.
901 Northwest 132nd Court.
Okay.
And that's 33182.
Okay.
Okay, great. What do you how long you been trying to sell it, or are you trying to sell it or rent it out
Well, I'm
only?
not trying to sell it. The thing is that I got a job very far from here. So I
Oh,
was trying in downtown Miami. So my plans were to move to the close to the job location.
yeah.
But I don't know what's gonna happen now. So everything changed.
Okay, I understand. I think I've got a buddy that kind of had a job transfer happening for him, and he's kind of like he feels like he's kind of stuck in between, you know, and but at the same time he's got to do something. Is that what's going on with you, or
I'm sorry.
are you so you're not moving to take the job? Is that what you mean?
No. I took the job like 8 months ago. I mean, I used to work with this company for many years, and then I moved out of the U.S. and now I came back and they hired me back. The thing is, for me, I read like 56, and it's a hassle to be driving like 2 hours a day.
Oh.
So I was planning to move downtown, but so far now they asked me to work from home.
Oh
Which is-
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But it's interesting to offer, to hear what you have to propose.
I see. Well, are you guys living there still?
Yeah, we're leaving. That's another thing. It's only 3 of us. My son is 18 now, and he's going to college. If anything doesn't change, and
You know,
the house is too big for us.
I see. You know, that's funny. I've got an 18-year-old about to go to college. Is that not the scariest thing ever? That's pretty scary,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, and they want to go as far as possible from the parents. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm a little.
what town are you located? What city?
Well, I'm actually. My office is in Kansas City, but see, Vanessa, my partner, she's down there in the Miami area. So we do some investing down in Miami as well. And and when she saw this property, she told me I had to call it because it was something that we're very interested in, and so I did. I just wanted to ask you a few questions and let you ask me some questions too. But
Go ahead with your question.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. You've been very open with me and helpful so far. And what do you think the property's worth, and what do you need for it?
Well, and the market is like Silo and some other sites listed for about 530, 520. But I think the property is much more valuable because the position, the way it is positioned. It's a corner lot with a lake on the back, and it has like not plenty of land, but it has what is lot and a half. The original owner who bought the house, he bought like half of a lot to build a pool, which is there. I mean, the pool is there.
Does he let you swim in it?
No, actually, I don't. My son used to, but now, like I said, he's 18. He's not
I see.
into that anymore.
That's funny. So it sounds like a good neighbor, though, huh?
Yeah, he's very nice.
That's good. Good. Okay, so I'm sorry, I kind of missed it. What you were saying that if you were to sell it to me today, what would you have to get for it?
Well, I asked him 600.
Okay.
Because anything I'm gonna buy in downtown is around there. Plus, I'm gonna have to pay maintenance. That here I don't have to pay maintenance. I have to pay for the garden. I have to pay for the pool. I have to pay for everything else.
Yeah.
Unless I do it, that I don't have the time.
I understand.
But down there, I have to pay about $500-$600 for maintenance on the apartment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you think so? You think?
So I'm looking at it getting like $600 for the house.
And it's worth about 600, right?
I would say for me it is. The market price is about 555.
Okay. Okay. If you were gonna rent it out, what would it rent for? Any idea?
Well, actually, like I explained to you, I was out of the U.S. for 5 years. I had it rented, and the guy was giving me $3,000 a month. But the thing, he was paying me 1 year in advance. Every year he deposited me $36,000 on my account, and I didn't have to worry about the deposit or anything.
Okay, so $36,000 a year is. I'd have to think about what I'd have to get my calculator out. That's how bad my brain is. Hold on, let me do that real quick.
It's 3,000 a month.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. It is. And that's not too bad. It doesn't sound like. Would you? I'm interested. I'm real interested. If I was
Well,
able.
Are you interested on living on it or in use it as an investment?
Well, no. What I'd like to do is use it as an investment property, and I'm thinking. I don't know if this would be a good solution for you or not. You could tell me no. It's okay, but I'd like to do this maybe. Even the 600 is okay with me if you were able to do something creative with me for a couple of years before I pay it off.
Something creative like what?
You could maybe carry the note for me, or we could do a lease.
A what?
You could be the bank for me for a couple of years, or
No,
I could.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, unless you have the cash to put the fund.
Okay.
I don't want to finance.
Would you be willing to lease it to me for a couple of years before I pay it off?
Well, lease it, of course, as long as you pay in advance.
Okay, like you want to hold 12 months in advance or a month in advance?
Yeah, probably 12 months will be fine.
Wow, I've never heard of that before,
like I said,
man.
Listen, I'm not selling the property because I need the money, or because it's just that it's not what I need right now.
I understand. Yeah, and trust me, man, I'm not trying to twist your arm or anything. I just want to see if I can put a deal together here because I like the place. And
well, the deal will need the money, the cash.
Okay, well,
unless you have the cash, it won't work.
I understand. Nothing creative is interesting to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing, I have plenty of furniture. I mean, a lot of furniture. If you take a look at the pictures on Zillow, you're gonna see that I was thinking about trying to rent it furniture, which is difficult.
Yeah.
But what I cannot bring all this to a two-bedroom apartment. That's kind of a crazy idea. So I would like to rent it furnished.
I understand. Rent it furnished. Okay, it sounds great to me. It's the only kicker is it would be hard to do a whole year's worth of rent up front and for me as an investor make any money. I understand you need the cash, but
it depends because I've seen houses in this area that have been put like even for Airbnb.
Yeah.
And they're asking like $200 a day.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know if they're renting it or not, but think about it. $200 a day is about $6,000 a month.
Yeah. So I wouldn't make any money. I'd be giving it all to you.
No, if you're making $6,000 a month and you're paying $3,000, you're making 100%. I could do that, but I just don't have the time yet.
I understand, man. I would love to do that, but I just can't afford it on this deal.
Yeah, listen, is there any way? Listen, let me give you my email. If you're interested, send me something in writing.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
How about that? Give me your email and I'll do that, man. I'm Justin.
That is J.
Okay.
E. F. E. Last name.
Okay.
J.E. Fernandez at yahoo.com.
Okay. Got it. Sounds good. I appreciate it, man.
What was yours again?
My name or my email?
Your name.
My name is Justin Chamness.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. You can have my email too if you want, man.
I'm sorry?
You can have my email too if you want.
No, don't worry about it. Just write to me if you're interested.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Hey, I appreciate it, Jose. We'll talk soon. All right. That was a conversation. That's the only one we've had so far today. But let's talk about it for a few minutes. That one was a bit of a roller coaster, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I felt like I had the guy, but then I didn't, did I?
Yeah. It's all the fact. I think it's because the amount of money he's looking to get up front. He wants a whole year.
Yeah.
So what he ended up saying is that we would, if we had something we were interested in doing, to write it up. That's what he said. Write it up and send it to me. Now, I normally would argue with the guy a little bit longer, but it wouldn't have done me much good, I don't feel like, on this point. Because the numbers just simply aren't working out for me. Unless I can get a tenant buyer to come to the table that has $50,000 down, it's going to be hard for me to make any money. Okay. And is that possible? Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
possible. Okay. So, not a completely dud of a deal. I would follow that out. Okay. I would definitely follow through on this one. But I don't have a lot of high hopes for it in the long run. Okay. But I would definitely follow up with this guy for sure. And because, you may catch him in a day where he just feels better, or perhaps maybe speaking with a female would maybe make him a little more open.
Comfortable. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sounds like you're cutting hair.
Oh, me?
Yeah, are you cutting hair?
No. I have a lot. I have three kids, so quarantine.
I see. Yeah, the kids are a blessing. Let's talk about that though. Anybody got critiques for me? It's okay to critique. You can critique the coach. Yeah, I had a hard time hearing him too a little bit. I don't know if you guys were hearing him better than me, but
yeah. Would you ever kind of go down the cash approach, asking them, hey, like talk about overall condition to see maybe working it into some sort of discounted cash deal at all, or just stick to creative on it?
From what I could tell, Rick, this house is a mansion. Okay, from what I could tell from listening to him, like, it's beautiful. And I don't think it's going to require any work, and I bet it's worth every bit of $550. And he's wanting 600 cash. My guess is that there was a snowball's chance of him taking 375 or whatever I needed it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm wondering why he didn't try to list it with an agent then, if that's what he's looking for.
That's a great thought too. And I'm not an agent, so I don't think like that. But if I were an agent, I would go ahead and switch right over into something like that too. I'd be like, well, hey, have you ever considered letting somebody else sell it for you and whatever your numbers or pitches is, whatever that is.
No, yeah, for sure.
So
awesome call though. Good conversation for sure, man. Yeah,
dude,
awesome.
I'm glad we at least got through to a guy. That's good. Now, just so you guys understand, if you're doing this as a business, I would consider that a good conversation. Okay. It's probably not going to go anywhere ultimately, just to be pragmatic about it. He's not that motivated. On a scale of 1 to 10, he's a cool guy, but he's not motivated really. Okay. So he's not really what I'm looking for. He's not my bread and butter, but it was a good conversation and there was some possibilities that were discussed. I want to do that 5 times a day. That's it. That's my goal as an individual wholesaler. I want to talk to 5. I want to have 5 real conversations a day. That's it. Now you can see I've talked a lot to you guys. I've screwed around with my remote controls over here. I've dialed some that I didn't get through. I've left a few voicemails. A guy called me back. I may call him back and connect. If I do, that's 2 conversations so far. Okay. You can really get all this done. And we've been doing this for 55 minutes. So you can really do all of your work in about a couple hours, I would say tops. On a slow day like today, probably a couple hours. On a normal day where you're not getting so many voicemails and stuff, like probably maybe an hour, hour and a half, 5 conversations though, and that was one of them. So I only got 4 more for my day today. Okay. And that won't take me as long with you guys not watching me. All right. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Are you guys out there just like bored as shit watching this or what?
Oh no, this is great.
Listen,
This is great.
It was a great conversation.
No, not at all. Yeah.
We're learning a lot.
But
I'm not
more
bored.
importantly, it shows that we keep our knife sharp in practice. Even if it's not a conversation that's going somewhere, well, throw your best stuff against the wall and see how it sounds. Nobody's going to take away your birthday because next time you might need to use that in your utility bill.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a great dialogue.
All right, guys, I appreciate it, man. Let's try 1 or 2 more. I just can't stop. See, that's my thing. I don't know. And maybe that's my only real key to success is something happens to me like that over the top. He turns the cap backwards and then he locks in. That's
You're in the zone.
That's before he goes over the top like this. And then he, but he flips it. Yeah, you get in the zone. Exactly, Aiden.
Hey, did you call it? I sent a couple leads. I don't know if you called them already.
I don't think so, man. There's 21 new messages and I haven't gotten to yet. Here's a maybe. No address, home in Corey Merrill. Man, I love this. See, once I get in the flow, it's hard for me. Well, I might stop and get a bag of chips and drink a pop or something, but normally too, like I kind of get in this zone where I'm just kind of like in my flow, and I'm okay with everybody telling me no or getting wrong numbers and all that stuff because I know when I find the yes, it's gold.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that is no longer in service.
Well, that dude said maybe because it was like you send him the text, hey, would you be interested in a lease with an option? And he was like, maybe, but they're about to cut my phone off in 5 seconds. So I don't know how he replied to you from a number that's disconnected, but Jack Daniels, yeah, that's an okay thing to sip on a little bit while you're doing this too. Although be careful, Mitch. I got drunk doing this one time. I'm sorry, Aiden. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was just saying I sent another one. I don't know if it one. I think two before that. One from this guy named Mr. John in Odessa, Denver, Colorado, on Odessa Street, and then another one, maybe no name, East 11th Avenue, Denver, Colorado. I don't know if you got those or if you called them. I'm not sure.
King Street. Let's try this one. Is that what you said? One of them was King Street.
Yeah, that's one of the newer ones, but I sent a couple before that though.
Okay, I called a couple already of them, of yours.
Okay.
I don't know
yeah,
which ones they
probably
were.
called them already.
I don't know which ones it was, man, because there's so many. Just the chat's so active, it's hard for me to track. The last one I called was the maybe 808, Corey Merrill, no name, and now I'm below the Jack Daniels comment. And if you're gonna drink Jack Daniels, you might as well get Jack Daniels Fire, guys. By the way, it is fire. King Street, go. Okay, here it is. I'm dialing. I'm in my flow now. I'm in my zone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 970.
Don't let me get in my zone and then give me a bogus number, man. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. It's 11 o'clock. We've been doing this for an hour. I wanted to make calls with you for 1 hour. I hope it was helpful. I feel like it was a little, but maybe not as helpful as I wanted it to be because we haven't connected as much as I want. And so I'm tempted to just move on forward with you and just keep making calls because I love doing it. Once you start talking to people, they're like Lay's chips, can't do just one. Absolutely. Perfect analogy, Kenny. All right, let me try one more. Here's I'm like, let me get one more. Dude, you can see I must have an addictive personality because you can tell I totally kind of get a little high off of this. And maybe that is really the key to any success I've ever had, is I've somehow tricked my brain into releasing.
Please leave your message for 72025.
I get up and move around too. I'll get up and walk and talk. Hey, yeah. Hey, I'm leaving a voicemail now, y'all. I'll dance. Sometimes I'll touch myself inappropriately, whatever. Whatever it takes. You got to get the calls made. Anybody got questions for me right now? Anybody got anything, any comments, any critiques even? We got Bucky Beeman coming on next week, so let's try to do this again the week after that, or maybe I'll make up a session sometime in between here and there, and we'll do this again. Because like I've been talking about, guys, in the VIP room, though, for sure, I want to maybe start like a once a week VIP session where we sit down and do this. And it's not just me, but like it is me calling some of your leads, but it's also you guys learning and growing and stepping out on them too a little bit. I really want to do that. So any ideas on dates and times and format and stuff like that in the VIP room, let me know and we'll totally do that. I think I don't know any coaches that are doing that, guys. I don't know any. I know some coaches that farm you off to their acquisition dudes. And I would do that if I thought it would work. But I don't think it would work for you or my acquisitions guys. In fact, I'm sure my acquisitions guys would piss about 90% of you guys off. All right. That's just the facts. All right.
What do you mean?
They're very much they're unique, and in the sense that they're kind of like introverts almost. They almost get along with no one, I've noticed. But yet they are kick ass on the phone. So I don't know. Go for it, guys. I feel very blessed. It's funny. I'm very much more personable than they are. And for those guys, it's all business. It's all business. So I like that. They let me be the funny, goofy guy. All right. Anybody got anything to say or any questions or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got, James?
I'm just curious what other people are experiencing around the country with the coronavirus situation. I spoke with a hard money lender, private money lender, a couple days ago, and I don't know why I hadn't really thought of this aspect of it, but I'm a wholesaler. I actually have a couple of houses under contract right now. But she said that she's not really looking for people that want to do the full rehab and flip, because the pool of potential buyers is getting a lot more shallow right now, and every lender has to look at, okay, well, maybe you have a job right now, but what's your employment situation going to be, a few weeks from now, or a month from now, or 2 months from now. So she said that she's putting all the money that she normally puts into is putting it into the stock market, in specific stocks. So I'm just wondering what other people are experiencing out there. Is it getting more difficult to be able to sell the houses for those who want to fix and flip?
Yeah, I'm not a fix and flipper. I have buyers that are fix and flippers, and I can tell you that 100% of what you just said makes absolute sense. I mean, it really does. If the banks aren't lending money at the time, then it's going to be hard for a fix and flipper to make money because the retail end buyer is not there.
Right.
And so, yeah, the fix and flip business, I can't speak to the future of that very well. But what I do know, okay, and I've talked to all my students, well, not all of them this week, but I've talked to a good number of them this week, and they're from all around the country. We're all experiencing pretty close to the same shit in life. And as far as the business goes, I'm encouraging everybody to focus on the creative side of the business for now, because motivation levels are going up in homeowners.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a positive. Now, if you put it under contract with a lease purchase or a lease option, or you want to sandwich lease option it, or you want to wholesale lease option it, either way, you can tie it up for 24 to 36 months. Hopefully by then things have squared out a little. Okay. It's a great way to take control of real estate when the market's all iffy like this. Buys you a lot of time. And then hopefully in 2 or 3 years, when the term is up, the banks are lending money. If the banks aren't lending money and it's been 2 or 3 years, we got bigger problems than this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm not too worried about it. My team this week put under contract 4 lease options.
Good.
So yeah. And I've had other people say to me, you know, guys, I'm gonna take time off and downtime. We're all at home. Yeah, that's great. Go play with your kids. But then pick up the phone, right? Because there's people out there who are almost pooping in their pants ready to move because of some of this stuff going on. And they're waiting on a guy like you. Okay. You're still going to get the jerks. You're still going to get the no's. You're still going to get the wrong numbers. You're still going to get the disconnecteds, but you're going to find gold, guys. We found it 4 times this week. 4 times. All right. So not a problem on that end. The question then begs the answer. What about tenant buyers? Are they going to have cash? Yes. The government is sending every motherfucker $1,200 to put down on something. Okay. I'm all about it. All right. I love you guys. That's my prediction.
Hey, Justin, real quick, is anybody questioning you about the eviction processes now?
Man, it hasn't even been brought up, but I think that's because we were snagging these deals right before that shit hit the news. And I don't know that it was a popular topic of everyone's mind at the time, even mine. But now it is an issue in some places, maybe all places, I don't know, where you're not going to, there's a moratorium on evictions. But in my area, as far as I understand it, it's like it has to be tied to the coronavirus in some way, but I'm still not clear on it. It is possible that you could rent a place out to somebody that never makes the first payment, I guess. Nowadays, it would be possible. But, you know, Mr. Homeowner, that's a great question. And we do a lot of background checks on these guys. And we do 2 years of rental history, and they want to own this home. And they've had good experiences with their other landlords. We have no reason to believe these people are trying to just become squatters. I mean, if we put you in charge and we let you sit in the driver's seat here and you can look at the information we have about these folks and you can make the decision, does that make you feel more comfortable? Can we go ahead and move forward, do business today? That's what I would say if I went, the next homeowner that asked me about that, that's what I'll say.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to a conversation I had yesterday. I just let them know, you know, we thoroughly go through them and you get to meet them. And they truly are just people that are going to be keeping their jobs and really do want a place where they could live and just try to ease that pressure a little bit.
Yeah. And if I'm a motivated seller, I'm going to get over that hurdle pretty easy, you know, because I can understand that, you know, it is what it is. The world is the way it is. And are there really any guarantees in life anyways? You know, we're doing the best we can. It sounds reasonable what the man's telling me. Why not, honey? We want to get out of here, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're out.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Mitch says some of the hard money lenders are scaling back, lowering their loan amount to 75% versus 90%. Man, where in the hell are you finding hard money guys that do 90%, man? Well, you better send me their phone number right away. The big question is, what are retail buyers doing and can they get mortgages? Yeah. See, yeah, we were kind of talking about that. I don't know about the retail business over there as the end game for fix and flippers. I do know the landlords are still buying, and I do know that tenant buyers are still buying. And here's the thing, though, too.
there's always money out there, y'all. Don't think that the money's drying up, because it ain't. All money's old money. It's all been here. It's all been around, and it's everywhere and in everybody's hand except you. Okay, so that can easily be changed. All right. There is more money out there than you can even count to. If I put it all in front of you, you could spend the rest of your life counting it and never get to the end. That's how much money there is. It's almost like there's an infinitive amount of money. But yet you get this mentality that, oh no, coronavirus, ain't nobody got no money. What in the hell? Where's that come from besides Satan? Okay. I'm just keeping it real. That's how I think. All right. So don't get caught up in the hype. There's business to be done. And in fact, you watch Mr. Justin. All right. You guys can sit back and watch and go, I'm just going to watch, see how this play out. Or you can watch me. I'm going to get rich. So come along if you want. I think it'd be fun. Let's do it. Anybody got anything?
I just want to say thanks, Justin. Thanks, Coach. I really appreciate you doing all this for us and making calls and showing us the way, And also, I wanted to put out there too. I posted this in the VIP room for everybody, and I want to let everybody know that I'm open. I'm a Christian Baptist, and I know these are uncertain times, and I just wanted to let everybody know if they have any questions at all about the Bible Way to Heaven. A lot of people don't understand that. There's a way you can know for sure the day you die, you're 100% sure you're gonna go to heaven. So if anybody has any questions about that at all, you can message me or call me through the Facebook. My name's Aiden Roldan, and that's what I do. I'm Christian. We do that every week here at our church. We go out knocking doors and ask people that question. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, thank you, Aiden. Appreciate that. Yep. I recommend that everybody make peace with God. Yeah, for sure. I see some people. It's funny, it's not a religious show here, but I am kind of a religious, spiritual person too. I'm a Christian too, but the thing is, sometimes I was telling my wife this the other day. It's like some of these people you see out here on TV or wherever, mostly on TV. It's like they're fighting God, and it's just like, man, wouldn't it be your life would be so much better and you'd be so much happier if you just quit all that fighting it. Yeah. Just relax. Okay. It's all good.
Right. And where your faith at?
Right. So anyway, hey, love you guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Justin.
Anything else anybody has, they can feel free to share. Anybody, anybody need a free website? Rudolph, hit up Rudolph if you need a free website for your business. He's giving them away today. Okay.
Where's Rudolph at? Oh, okay.
Rudolph Wilson.
Alrighty.
He's my main man. I love Rudolph. He's a good dude. Anybody else? This is you guys' show. It's all about you. Next week, Bucky Beeman, we're going to talk about doing commercial. Now, it's a timely thing because some of you don't realize this, but there are little commercial buildings all around you that you could be doing these lease options with too. Okay. And, and other little creative things like that. So check it out, guys. I mean, expand your horizons a little bit. Be with us next week. And, but also VIP, don't forget, give me some ideas on how we can do this phone partnering up a little bit, or at least for like an hour a week or something in there. Because I know you guys need it and want it, and I want to do it too.
For the lease options on the commercial buildings, how does that work? Do you have any videos on that?
I don't have any videos on that. Me and Bucky Beeman were talking about maybe making one.
Oh, okay. So that's what you guys are going to talk about next week.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about it a little bit next week. Bring your questions and stuff, man. It'll be real interactive. But he's an expert. He is an expert on picking up little tiny commercial store buildings and stuff that, like, there's a lot of them around here. Like, you drive by, you don't even maybe notice them there because they're just empty, nondescript, no sign up or nothing. And he'll go in and he'll pick out something like that and put it under contract like a lease with an option, and then he'll go rent it out and cash flow.
Wow.
Like, yeah, just like the houses. So we'll dive into that a little bit next week too. But
But I'm really, guys, I really feel like I need to push on this phone stuff for y'all, because I promise you, right now is your time to strike gold. Okay. And I want you to get there every day this week. Almost every day, somebody in the VIP has said, hey, I talked to a motivated seller and they said yes. Okay, great. That means something, guys. It's not just me. It's everybody that's putting in the effort with a little bit of skill is getting some results. All right. If you're not getting results, let's sharpen your skills and sharpen your consistency. That's about it. Okay. If you're getting leads. And if you don't know how to get leads, then I'll show you that too. Okay. Love you guys. Anybody need anything? Is that it? Are we done?
Can we just hook up on one day on our one-on-one coaching?
Yeah. Yeah, Michael.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I'll just make mine one day this week.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do that too. If you one-on-one, we could do one-on-one stuff like this. If you're VIP, we can do it group. However, doesn't matter. I'm yours. Okay.
Sounds good. I'll make mine one day this week, man. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Steven. Thanks, Rudolph, Mitch, James, Michael, Aiden, everybody. Alous.
Thanks, Justin. Thank you.
Ace Ventura.